Yo, what's good everybody? Today I'm going to be going over all the current sneak peeks that we have for the upcoming update 9.0 for Anime Vanguards. Now, I'm recording this video on October 27th. It has been almost 6 weeks since the last update dropped, and I'm praying and I'm kind of also assuming that the update will drop this coming weekend, because if it doesn't, then we're honestly chop cheddar. Like, honestly, there's really no coming back from this. Actually, there might be come back from this. It's AV at the end of the day, you know, but I really hope the update drops this week. I really need something to make a video on that is not just, you know, this. But overall, there's a lot of things that we're looking at today, and there's also some other things that I've talked about to the devs, like in content creator chat, that I've told us other content creators. Some many things that I do want to tell y'all. They're not huge important things that are like top of the line things that you need to know right now, because they never tell us that, right? But there are some things that I thought were actually pretty interesting that I thought I could tell y'all as well. But yeah, overall, if y'all do enjoy this video and they're super hyped for update 9.0, let me know down in the comments, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And yeah, I don't want to waste no more of your time, so let's get straight into the video. All right, so here we are at the top of the page where it really began for the sneaks for AV, and a lot of the earlier things I've already went and discussed kind of in my video where I was talking about update 9.0 and about my personal thoughts on if it will be worth the wait or not. But let's just speedrun it again. The first thing that we got is actually for Hollow Knight, and it's like a skill tree kind of thingy right here. Sorry for the ping, that was me. It was like a skill tree right here. Hatchling mirror damage is increased by to 30%. Soul needed 200, you equip it. It looks actually pretty cool. They blurred out what each of these do, obviously, because they don't want to spoil what each of these abilities do, but looks pretty cool. And then the next thing we have is, I think this is Doomslayer. I'm not going to put the audio on because it is copyrighted, but here we do have a double barrel shotgun, we have a minigun, and yeah, again, old-fashioned American style in Anime Vanguards. And then we have trading coming. I already gave my personal opinions on trading in my video that I just mentioned, so if I don't know my thoughts on trading and if I'm happy or not about it coming, oh well. But yeah, as you can see, we do have Shiro coming into the update as well, which is pretty peak. Archer's shiny model is actually Shiro, kind of, which is actually pretty cool. So now that we're actually getting an official Shiro, is actually gonna be pretty cool, so excited for that. And then they say trading won't be like AD, going on a ramble over there. And then here is honestly one of my personal hyped units, Wonder of You. Right here we can see we have the manga panel of Toru, and then the Wonder of You model in game. He's gonna be like a summon, which is gonna be interesting. And then we have a photo of the actual model itself, the design. Very good model in my opinion. It got hated a lot. I don't understand why. When you take into account the DMCA stuff that they went into, this is a very good looking model in my opinion. So yeah, very nice. And then we have Dio over Heaven, a little sneak of Dio, right? We have a better sneak up right here where the Dio model is probably like right here, and then the world, and then Zawardo is right here with the time clock in the background, and under him, bro, the aura this unit's gonna have is gonna be ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. And then we have the ability icon for Dio. It's probably gonna be his time sub ability, I'm assuming. Gonna be pretty cool. And then the devs re-show the old Namek map from release. This map is actually bringing back so much nostalgia. Like, the memories I have of this map are crazy. This map is the OG map, so peak cinema. The fact that they're bringing it back is actually really sick, really awesome. And then we have another sneak right here. This one, I got hyped when I saw this. I'm gonna actually put on the audio as well. We have the old lobby as the map, right? We're gonna look into that later, but we have the old lobby as a map. And how you know it's a map is because you can see there's a path right here trailing down. We have the little beacon that shows that's the beginning of the stage, or that's the beginning of the path. And then right here, the little portal at the end is where the enemies hit and we die and stuff like that. And then here is Dio. Oh my lord, the aura. And then we have the world. Also, we have a Labubu right here. I think that's a Labubu. I have no clue. We have a Labubu familiar, which is ridiculous, but yeah. And then we have the world looking so clean, man. This unit actually has so much aura. Look at that. Bro, was that impact frames in the middle of the attack? Dude, look at that. You can see the outline. Bro, nah, Dio's gonna be crazy. Look at this. We have outline of his attacks. Nah, bro. Dio's gonna be something crazy. I can just tell. And the model looks so nice for being a DMCA model. Actually crazy. And then they talk a little more. And here's a close-up of the model. Like, look at this. This is actually peak. Zawardo, the world has so much detail that I genuinely wouldn't even think this was a DMCA model. Same with Dio. Like, the fact he doesn't have face scars or like face masks on him, it's kind of tough because that's like one of the most iconic or one of the more noticeable things on Dio Over Heaven's model. So the fact that he doesn't have that is kind of tough, but again, a DMCA, so you got to keep that in mind. And we're sacrificing face marks for a beautiful model like this. Like, genuinely, if you say this is glaze, you know what? Sure, it might be glaze, but I don't care. This is actually peak, you know? This is a super sick model. And here, CRAZYYY says the time stop looks so cool. Might have to wait for the trailer though. Talking about trailer, the trailer might be soon, guys. Who knows? And then here we have Paisive sneaking the anniversary countdown. Now, this again brings into the fact that the update might be very close, since they are trying to make a countdown so that the players know when the update is dropping, which we actually haven't gotten ever. Again, this could not even be about the update. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, anniversary countdown could be just counting down to the anniversary, but actually that also wouldn't make sense because the anniversary was like a month ago. I'm gonna just assume this is gonna be a countdown for when the update drops, which is very nice. Hopefully that gets added soon so we know when the update is dropping. And honestly, that's all we have in general when it comes to the sneaks. We have you got games on your phone, we have a little bit of sneak of Hollow Knight and the framework that he has, and yeah, that's about it for like the sneaks and stuff that we have. And then some other things I did want to mention that the devs have said in the Consecrated chat. One of the things is that the bundles this update are going to be very juiced up, right? Meaning that right now all the bundles that we have in the game where they're giving 500 rerolls per 10,000 Robux, they're going to be juiced up heavily, right? And one of the devs said these are going to be one of the best Robux bundles in any TD game when you compare AV to other games. Because if you compare it to a game like Anime Guardians where 4,000 Robux gets you 14,000 rerolls, 14,000 rerolls is like breadcrumbs in that game, so it doesn't kind of make sense. So I'm assuming when the devs said that, they're comparing it to other games and their values of rerolls and currencies in general. So I'm pretty excited. You already know I'm going full on pay to win this update, so oh well. And another thing they said in Consecrated chat that I don't know if this is kind of like already known, but since this update took a super long time, this update probably took like an extra 2 to 3 week delay, which is ridiculous. I thought that every update would have this kind of delay, but it wouldn't. There would still be a delay, I think, but it won't be 2 to 3 weeks long. It might be a couple days or like a week delay. Worst case scenario, 2-week delay, but it will never get to a 3-week delay that they've said. Like, this update is like that one scenario where, you know, this is the update that took the longest and they admit to it, but they also said that this will be the last time, which is good to know because I don't want to wait 6 weeks, 7 weeks for an update. So yeah, that's good to know. There's a lot of great information. And then right here in the announcements as well, they do say we are never releasing this much stuff in one update again. This is obviously in correlation to the Bleach update, which had so much stuff actually, now that I think about it. And they, well, Paisive said ha. So we're gonna have a lot of things to grind, boys, aren't we? Yeah, that's gonna be super fun, I guess. But yeah, that's about it for all that we have for this update. Once the trailer drops, I will make a reaction to that because I am very excited for that trailer, because in general I'm very excited for this update. You know, there's a lot of cool stuff coming and the bundles are gonna be juiced, and great time to be a pay to win player, isn't it? So yeah, hope y'all did enjoy the video and I hope y'all are excited for update 9.0. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you have a great day or a night wherever you are, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.